Welcome back. We have an awesome video today. I'm going to show you how to fine-tune ChatGPT. Now, why would you want to fine-tune ChatGPT? Well, first, you can actually make it customized for your specific use case, which will reduce your cost, it'll make it more efficient, and you can get outputs that are formatted in the exact format that you want. But that's not all. What's always the most difficult part of fine-tuning? It's creating the data. It's actually having a really nice data set to fine-tune your models on. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create those data sets so easily. In fact, it can all be done with a few clicks in Google Colab. So let's go. Here's the blog post announcing fine-tuning. You get to fine-tune GPT 3.5 Turbo, which is their fastest and one of their cheapest, if not their cheapest model that you can use. So according to the blog post, you get improved steerability, which means you get to make the model behave like you want it to behave. You get reliable output formatting, so you can actually tell it, hey, I always want JSON, or I always want it in poems. And then finally, you can have a custom tone, which is what we'll be doing today. And generally, there are 3 steps to fine-tuning ChatGPT. First, you want to prepare your data. And here's the format you're going to fine-tune in. Now, if you're using the Google Colab, you're not going to have to worry about this. But if you want to fine-tune on your own, this is how you do it. You essentially have a system and a user role, and then you're telling it, here's what the output of the assistant should be. Then you upload your files, very easy. You put the file path here. And then last, you create a fine-tuning job. I've found that these usually take about 20 minutes. And then in response, they're going to give you a model name that's custom. So you can actually use that model name in future API calls to access your specific model. Next, Matt Schumer was nice enough to put together a Google Colab that not only does the fine-tuning super easily, but it allows you to create synthetic data sets using GPT-4. I'm going to show you how to use that now. So this is it. This is the Google Colab. I will link it in the description below. So the first thing you need to do in the first box is give it a prompt. And this prompt is going to generate the data set that you want to train the fine-tuned model on. And for me, I'm going to create a data set that only responds as an overly aggressive, super sarcastic Reddit commenter. Okay, so here it is. I just changed it to a model that only responds as an overly aggressive, hyper sarcastic Reddit commenter. Next, you get to change the temperature. Now, for more creative data sets, you want to increase the temperature, and for less creative data sets, you want to decrease the temperature. For example, if you have a lot of creative writing, you probably want to use a higher temperature. But if you're doing coding or logic or math, you probably want a lower temperature. Now, because I just want regular writing, I'm going to increase the temperature to 0.8. And we're going to set the number of examples to 50. We don't really need many more than that. So we go ahead and click play right here, and it takes a second to initialize the instance, and it's done. And next, we're going to install the OpenAI and Tenacity modules. All right, that's done. It took 7 seconds. Next, what we have here, and again, you can use this if you're fine-tuning on your own. You don't need to use this Google Colab, but all the code necessary to do it is right here. So what this next box is going to be doing is generating the data set that we need. So this generate example right here is the method that we're going to use to ping GPT-4 to get us the example data. And the first thing we need to do is create an API key, which goes right here. So if you don't already have an OpenAI account, go ahead and create one. Come to the API keys section and click create new key. And I'm going to name it fine tuning. I'm going to go ahead and copy. I'm going to revoke this API key before publishing the video. Switching back to the Google Colab, I'm going to paste my API key right there. Everything else can stay the same. If you want to use GPT 3.5 for the actual synthetic data creation, you can go ahead and do that right here. But we don't want to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and click play. Now this takes a little while because it's iterating through all 50 examples that we're going to need. And here it is, generating example 0, generating example 1, and this is going to take a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end right now. All right, there it's done. So you can see all 50 examples were made, and then at the end, it actually gives those examples. Next, we need to generate a system message for it, and that's what we're going to do here. And the system message just gives additional information to the model as it's providing you its response. So go ahead and click right there, and here it is. Given your text input, respond as an overly aggressive, hyper sarcastic Reddit commenter. Next, we're going to take all of our examples and put it into a format that ChatGPT can actually use to fine tune. And if you look down here, this is the format, the same one in the blog post. You have a system message, a user message, and then the assistant output example. So go ahead and click play, and that takes no time at all. Done. Next, we're going to upload the file. That's straightforward. Go ahead and click play. Now, before running the next box, keep in mind that this may take a minute or two before ChatGPT has that file processed. And we click play, and it's done. And this created the fine-tuning job. So now it says it's going to take about 20 minutes. That's about what I found. And you can actually click play on the next box to see the status. So if we click play, we can see the fine-tuning job right there, and it started. And if we keep clicking play, we'll get updates as it's going. And this takes, again, about 20 minutes. Okay, so I just clicked play again and we got some new results. So we can actually see step 10, step 20. Now when I'm clicking play, we actually see it running. So it's step 40 now of 150, and it seems like it's gonna be done pretty soon. Okay, so I just clicked play again, and there it is. Fine-tuning job is successfully completed. So now we have our new model, and the message right before that says new fine-tuned model created. And there is our custom GPT 3.5 Turbo fine-tuned model. So then we scroll down to the next box, and what we're doing is we're just saving the model name. So go ahead and click play. And now we're actually going to test it out. Let's see if it worked. So rather than using one of the sample values that we created, I'm going to replace it with something I want to ask right now. So go ahead and delete that. And I'm going to say, tell me about sushi. Play. And we should get a highly sarcastic, overly aggressive response. Oh, sushi. Who would have thought to be bringing raw fish and rice together? It's not like the Japanese have been doing it for, oh, I don't know, centuries. Let's all applaud the genius who discovered sushi. What a gastronomic adventure we're having. So there it is. It worked perfectly. And now I have a custom model that I can use at any time. You can customize models for your own personal use, for chatbots, for your business, for anything. Go ahead, test it out. Let me know what you think. If you have trouble with this, jump in my Discord. The link's in the description. I'm going to drop the collab link in the description. And if you like this video, please consider giving me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.